Next question. Do you plan on doing a Let's Play video in the future? I have tried Let's Plays before, and only one that really counts, my Battleship Let's Play. And the sound quality was just horrible. But an actual game like Silent Hill, Left 4 Dead, I'd like to, but I'd have to look up and see if I can do it on my budget, which is now $0, and I do everything on my laptop. Since I've stopped using the camera now because of the poor quality and I didn't really have a setup, I use my computer's mic, and I use Windows Media Movie Maker to edit, plus I look up pictures on the internet, so yeah. I've looked up for doing stuff on the Wii, but it's too expensive now. Again, I'd like to, but it won't happen anytime soon. I also have horrible gaming skills, really bad gaming skills. I did play Doom and a few other games when I was younger, though. Next question. Have you ever considered putting things in microwaves that don't belong there? Not really. When I was younger, I did put ice cubes in coffee mugs and put those in the microwave. But I haven't really thought of doing things like that now that I'm older. And microwaving food that isn't supposed to be microwaved does not count. I've seen some videos about people putting things in microwaves, though. Those videos were pretty entertaining. Next question. If you could be an animal, what would it be? A raven, and the reason is personal, so it'd be sort of stupid to shout it all over the web. Suffice it to say, though, that there's a big pumpkin, 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 he has a big pumpkin. There are qualities in a raven that I admire deeply. Question. What's your opinion on cuttlefish? They're fish that I cuddle. Oh, wait. Cuddle, not cuddle, shit. Next question. Considering the amount of movies, games, and books written about the apocalypse era, what's your take on the end of the world? Funny you should ask that. I'm a big fan of the end of the world. In fact, I have a soft spot for it. A major soft spot. You could write a horrible, god-awful story about the end of the world, and I'd like it. If you manage to do it even halfway right. I think the end of the world will probably be due to wars, as that would be the most likely thing to cause as big of an event as is needed. I do like to think about robots taking over the world, though. That's awesome. Next question. You've gone to heaven, nirvana, the afterlife, whatever, and a great table is laid out with all the food you could ever want. What will you be eating? Well, Derek Reese's special sauce. Oh yeah. But seriously, sushi. Lots and lots of sushi. Nothing else matters really. All that matters is that I eat a lot of sushi. Next question. What is more delicious, Derek Reese or the actor who portrays him? You can't say both. Damn you, Wolfie, for asking such a hard question! In all seriousness, and really how serious can I get with this question? This will now delve down into fangirling territory. I think Brian Austin Green is hot. He's the actor who portrays Derek Reese. In fact, he's more than hot. He's smoking. Damn you, Megan Fox! But I prefer him as Derek Reese. I have seen him in pictures as other characters, and he just never looks as good as when he's Derek Reese. Is this to say that he doesn't look hot? No, he is hot. I told you. He's smoking. Next question. If you could speak, read, and write one foreign language completely fluently all of a sudden, which would you choose? It would be Japanese. Why Japanese? I like what I've seen about the country and would love to speak the native language. It'd be fun to go there and be able to have a conversation with the natives. Next question. Do you think a zombie invasion is plausible? Listen, I think zombies are great in fiction. I'm not a big zombie fan, but zombie stories do tend to amuse me, either being well written or funny. I don't think it's a great possibility for an actual zombie invasion. A creature that goes after brains and whose nervous system doesn't work? Yeah. And if you get bitten, you get turned into one? No. I don't think it's a possibility, but a fun idea to play around with nonetheless. Next question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I think that is a dumb question, but here's the answer. The woodchuck would... He's too sexy for his shed. Too sexy for his shed. He's too sexy! And that's what the answer to that question is. Next question. If you could only talk in song, what genre would it be? Damn, that's a really hard question. I'd have to say pop because I listen to it enough and enjoy it a lot. Rap would be funnier, but I can't stand the majority of rap songs, so most likely if I did choose rap, I wouldn't want to hear myself speak ever again. Next question. In a zombie apocalypse, what would be your weapon of choice? A shotgun. I'd learn how to use one, of course. Right now, I don't know how to use a gun. Well, you pull the trigger, right, and you aim. That's basically all I know. Though I might choose a different gun, and shotguns might be too big, the recoil might be too much for my frail body. So, a gun. That way I can stand a distance away from the zombies. Because really, who wants to stand up close and personal to a zombie? Next question. If you could go to one fictional land, what would it be? I'd go to Middle-earth. There's so much to do there. It's an amazing landscape with a really intricate history. J.R.R. Tolkien really put a lot of time and effort into coming, starring Derek Reese and Marcus Wright, happening all night long. And culture of each part, it seems so real. Plus, it's fantasy, and there are dragons, elves, and dwarves, so I would be very, very happy there. One of my favorite genres is fantasy. The other one I highly enjoy is science fiction. Next question. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would that be? Anywhere in the world? I don't care except for the fact that it has to have mountains. I live in a place that's flat, so seeing mountains would be good. It'd give me a sense of elevation. Though, going around where I live, an anthill is elevation. The only problem with that is I wouldn't want it to be cold. I hate the cold. I prefer it warm over cold and even get shivers when the temperature drops where I live, which isn't much. And now, the final question is, Have you ever eaten so much candy that you've thrown up? Another candy-related question. Really? Really, really? Anyways, no, I haven't done that before. I can control myself with the candy, usually. I've had my splurges now and then, like sometimes during Valentine's Day and there's all that chocolate candy. Yeah. And, yeah. I've never thrown up from eating too much before, though. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you again to all those who have supported me. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Well, until next time, goodbye.